Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I got two new Saviland kits. I'm not sponsored by them at all whatsoever. So these are kits that I purchased on my own. So we're going to do an unboxing. As you can see, it comes with some dual forms and some paper forms. It also comes with a little thank you card, the directions how to apply, and then it also has a little pamphlet of all of the extra kits that they sell. So I'm also going to be swatching these and then also doing a tutorial. It's a fun, funky little look. I didn't really know where I was going with it, so I just kind of like winged it and ended up where I ended up. So anyways, so this kit does come with the 100-180 grit file. It does come with a little magnetic thing because it has a cat's eye polygel. This is the polygel brush. We do have, the spatula on one end and the brush on the other. Slip solution, and then it comes with 6 polygels and the top and base coat. So the first shade is called Blue, BSY02. And the second shade is called Glitter Blue, BY01. So I forgot to hold this one up in the camera, but this shade is called Dream Blue and it's SF01. It is so gorgeous. And next we have Sea Green, HY01. And next is Jelly Blue, JY01. Next is the shade Purple. It is a cat's eye, CEO4. So I didn't swatch the clear acryl gel because it's just super runny and gloopy and it's just clear, and it's on another video that I just posted. So if you guys like to see what that looks like, you can go ahead and check that out. So we are just gonna go ahead and get started. On this half set, you're going to want to buff all the shine off of your natural nail and file down any extra length that you have. And next we're going to take our nail dehydrator and put that on every single nail bed. Next, we're going to take our acid-free primer and we're going to put a layer of that on every single nail bed. And once we're done applying our primer and let that dry a bit, we're going to apply a thin layer of base coat to each of the nails. And you're gonna go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds. Okay, like I said before, I didn't really know where I was going with this set. I was kind of lost. So I decided to do some like hollow butterflies and iridescent hearts encapsulated. So what you wanna do is take a thick layer of your top coat. We'll just make sure it's really saturated inside of the nail, and then you're gonna lay your hollow butterflies and your iridescent hearts inside. So I went ahead and cured that for 30 seconds, and I honestly did not put another top coat over those, which I usually do. I was just so excited to like use the Polygel because I was so impressed with these colors and they're so beautiful. So we're gonna start with the thumb. I tried to do like a ombre effect and I failed miserably. It's something that I really need to practice on, but you know, the only way you can get any better is if you try. So that's what we're doing with the thumb. We're gonna try to do a little bit of an ombre effect. So when you're doing the lazy girl method, you just really wanna make sure that you don't have too much polygel at the tip of the nail, and you kind of want to push more of it back towards like your cuticle line, the base of your nail, and make sure that you always like even it out down the middle. You want to smooth it so you don't lose like your C curve or anything. You don't want it to be too bulky because then it just doesn't look right. So I am using the Saviland slip solution, and I don't like it like at all. Like I feel like it gets a lot of the pigment, like there's a lot of the color comes off onto the brush when I like go to wipe it on my napkin. And it seems like this polygel is just really sticky when I use it. So I prefer the stuff that I buy from Sally's. It's like a 2-in-1 dehydrator slip solution that they sell. And I think it works amazing on all the polygel that I do use. So where I messed up on this ombre effect look on this thumbnail is I didn't make the top layer, the top color thin enough as I was bringing it down. I should have thinned it out way more. So there's too much of like a noticeable like color change, like it goes just from the blue to the lighter jelly blue. So I'm gonna try to practice a lot this coming week on the ombre so I can do like another tutorial to where it looks like really good. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just going to put our nail right on top of our nail bed and cure that in the lamp for 120 seconds. Just gonna move along to the next nail. I am not going to do any more ombre effects because I really didn't like how it came out. So I wanted to use most of the polygel colors. So I think I used 4. And they're all just gonna be the solid colors. And I do encapsulate butterflies and hollow hearts in the ring finger as well. So I had a really hard time with this index finger, and it has to do with the nail bed that I created on my hand. I used like different cheapy fake nails to create these nail beds, and they weren't like the ones that I used before. So it just kind of was not sitting flush on the nail bed. It just kept wanting to pop off. So it took me a minute to get it on there, and then it ended up having a little separated space, and I end up fixing that with my e-file later on. So you'll be able to see that. So we just moved on to the next nail while that one is curing. And I'm just gonna let you watch me work until we get down to the filing. I had to pop in here and just say that this is my absolute favorite shade. It is so like mesmerizing and it is so beautiful. Like this video just does not do this shade justice. So once that's done curing for 120 seconds, I always flip over and I cure the other side for about 60 seconds. And then I take my alcohol spray and I wipe the underside because there is some tackiness. So we're going to just go ahead and get right into the filing. I did cut up this video a bunch with the filing because half of it was like off camera. Sometimes it's really hard for me to file at a certain angle in the camera view. So you're just gonna see me file a little bit of each nail and then we buff them and then I apply the little fun, funky nail art stones that I have, or actually they're not stones, they're charms, excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm a little bit out of it. I'm pretty sure I have a dry socket and I'm trying to create content and I kind of don't feel very well, so bear with me if I seem like I'm all over the place. So once we're done with that, you want to go ahead and get your e-file. And I'm using the round like cuticle bit. I don't even know what it's called. And I'm just going to go around like all of the cuticle lines and just try to make it look more natural, not so press on, and then really fix that index finger that we have like that big separation gap. I did change out my bit. This is like a ceramic thin long bit, and then I switched back to my other bit because I just needed to go back and forth in order to get this to look like it was part of the nail. It just wasn't working out for me, and I'm new with the e-file. Like I said, we're learning together. I am no professional. I have literally been doing this for 2 months. That's it. So yeah, but I got it to look okay. So we're gonna start with our nail charms. I always put a layer or like a dollop of this nail glue, and then I always take the top coat and I always put a layer or a dollop of that over it. And then I'm going to apply the charm and I'm going to flash cure it. It's so important to have one of these when you're doing like larger like nail charms or big old bulky stones that can't just like sit on the nail. You have to like flash cure them or else they'll slide everywhere. So we're just going to flash cure that. And I also put this in my lamp like and cure it for 120 seconds after I apply all of the stones. So I thought I would just talk a little bit about how I got into doing nails, I guess. My sister is actually a licensed nail tech, but she really hates doing nails, which really sucks. And she's really good at it. So, you know, your girl needed her nails done, and I started just looking up tutorials like on Polygel and all this other stuff, and I just decided to get into it, and I really love it, and it's so much fun, and I can't wait to just make more content for you guys. And for all those super busy moms out there that can't take the time to go to a nail salon for 2 or 3 hours out of their day, this kit is perfect for beginners. I mean, you can do it late at night when they're sleeping, you know. It should only take you 30 to an hour to do a full set if you do use the dual forms, and I can do another tutorial with dual forms. I'm probably going to be doing that next weekend, so keep a lookout for that. So after I have flash cured all of those, I'm going to go ahead and top coat every single one of those and then top coat the other nails and cure those for 120 seconds. And I'm also going to put a layer of top coat on the underside of the nails. Alrighty guys, there she is. Our nails, our fun, funky set that I had no idea where I was going. I'm kind of glad I got to use some of those charms. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.